Hello everybody, I am SS the Showstopper and today is the 1st of October 2023. Now today I want to talk about content creator, YouTuber, vlogger Tasha K. Now I saw Tasha K's channel a few years ago. I subscribed to it. I like the content. I like how she presented herself. I like how she catered to wine because I love wine. And so I like the way how she put her content together. And she was vlogging about, all these kind of little gossip that's taking place in the entertainment world, in other persons, famous and well-known people, what's taking place in them in the spotlight. And so I like the way how she put, like I said, her content, how she presented herself, and she was always taking a sip of her wine and stuff like that. So I catered to that, and because of such, I subscribed to her channel. I didn't really like the loudness, but at the end of the day, it was a bit animated. She's a bit animated, and so I like the spirit that she had. And so, but moving on from that, when Tasha K started doing the videos on Cardi B, I was a bit concerned. I realized that they didn't mesh. They had some sort of issues, and I don't know where it stemmed from. However, there was this particular female who came and she was saying some things about Cardi reeling out her life and saying that she's involved in all sorts of things, like Santeria, this type of voodoo thing from Central America, that kind of Spanish what should I say, spiritual, yes, that's the word, spirituality. And so she spoke about it and what they were involved with and all these kind of things. No, I don't know if it's true or it's a lie. However, she was speaking of it and her encounter with Cardi and bringing up that she had all these STDs and she contracted STDs and stuff. And Tasha K was speaking on it, in particular about herpes. And she went on. And I could remember when, this topic was going on and a lot of persons were deviating from it and were saying that they don't really like it and where it's going. And, people started going after Cardi B because a lot of them weren't in support of who she is and what she's known for, which is, the loudness, the vulgarness, getting in fights with a lot of people. And so Cardi herself would have generated a lot of, I guess, enemies. And because of such, they saw Tasha K doing those videos as an opportunity to run on or get on the bandwagon of going after Cardi. And so they troll, they attack, they cyberbully her. And I didn't like it. It didn't sit well with my spirit, speaking about someone's sexual past, talking about STD and associating their names to it and stuff like that. And I looked into it and I was like, this is sad. I remember when Cardi B asked her to take down the videos and she wasn't interested. I don't know if she wanted money or something like that, but Tasha refused to take them down. And because of such, she ended up in litigation with Cardi, where Cardi sued her and won in court of $4 million, of which Tasha K eventually filed for bankruptcy, saying that she's in no way in shape of paying for it and stuff like that. And something stood out to me when Cardi said that it made her wanted to take her own life. She wanted to take her own life because she didn't see the value of continuing with what she was going through. And I look into it, I'm sorry, it's a bit emotional for me. I'm sorry, because I can understand what it's like for someone to be cyberbullied and being attacked, and you are not in a position wherein you can defend yourself or you can escape it. And so I can understand where Cardi is coming from. But Tasha, you were asked to remove the videos more than once and you refused to. And she eventually had to sue you. And when Cardi made that statement, it's easy for anyone to understand where she was coming from. It's not a good place. People take their own lives for way less. You understand? People take their own lives for way less. And there are people out there who suffer from depression. You didn't know if Cardi was one of those individuals. And you don't know what you could be touching. You don't know what you could be affecting in her life. And for her to ask you to remove the videos because it was hurting and it was destructive, and you continue with it. You understand? You have to understand where she was coming from, but you refused to. Tasha, you didn't, because it sounded good and it made for a good story. And because of such, you ended up having to now pay her $4 million. And you're saying that your channel doesn't have it and what have you. But you were asked to remove it several times and you refused to. You were stiff-headed, and you, even after that, you keep going after her and saying all of these things. She has tried to avoid you. Cardi B has tried to avoid you, and we can safely say we have seen steps where this woman has avoided you, Tasha. But you insist, because you're caught up in your ego, you refuse to just let go and say, I am sorry. Perhaps that day she would have said, okay, let me not ask for 4 million. Let me ask for a public apology in a statement, make a video of it and stuff like that, and let it go out there. But you did not. Do you know what it is like to feel that hurt about something? She doesn't have to deal with what you say. So it's not only what you said, it's what it came with. It came with an onslaught of cyberbullying and cyber attack. And like I said, there are people who have took their own lives for way less. Can you imagine what she was going through? You see a lot of people out there with tough exterior and they say a lot, but when you get down to it, they're really not about that life. They're really soft. They're really egg on the inside. And being a hip hop artist, you have to have that tough, hardcore persona. It comes with it. She said, it is said that she's in a gang or whatever. Yes, it comes with the territory. It comes with it. And that's why I don't subscribe to a lot of things in the Black community, you understand? But that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, she's a human being. There are several things that Cardi B does that I do not like, that doesn't sit well with my spirit. I think it's very much unbecoming. However, we are talking about her and her health and a constant video that you are putting out and making cyber attack on her. And that is extremely hurtful. And for her to come and say that was how she felt. Tasha, you show no remorse. I'm sorry, I didn't see any sign of you showing any remorse. Even when you were ordered to make the payment, you still kept going. You kept going. You went after Cardi just the same. I'm not pinning, oh, you're the big black bully, dark-skinned woman who wants to take advantage of the innocent, mixed, non-black, precious Latina. No, it's not like that, because Cardi B is hard herself. She is hard and she has bullied several persons. So it could very well be her karma. But at the end of the day, she came to you and asked you to remove it more than once. That's where your problem lies, Tasha. You should have removed it and you didn't. And even so, you still went about going after. I don't know. This seemed to be stemming from her and Nicki Minaj having beef or having whatever issues that they're having as entertainers. I'm a Jamaican, and we Jamaican, we rock hard for Nicki, and we also rock hard for Cardi B. We don't pick a bone. We do not have a dog in this fight. And so we don't care about their beef. We support Nicki Minaj and we also support Cardi B. They're two beautiful Caribbean girls, and the Caribbean territory will ride hard. You understand? So we are in support of both females. But all I'm saying, Tasha, I see you as a beautiful black woman. Yes, people say you look like a man, and people say you look like Lil Boozy. Lil Boozy ain't ugly. And last time I checked, women look like the men in their ethnic group. So I don't see how that could possibly be an insult, because Tasha, you are not ugly. You are a beautiful black woman. You cater for your image and you represent yourself in its whole entirety. But you have a tendency to be going hard with no remorse. And this time it catched up with you. And so you just have to play your cards. You just have to accept the reality. You can't basically destroy or try to destroy someone's life and think that they're going to just roll over and allow it to continue and go on and go on. Now you're here and we're seeing where you're showing remorse. It may be a little too late, perhaps not, but it didn't need to reach all the way here. You could have taken a step back and say, okay, I apologize, Cardi. Whatever it is that was said, let me take it. Let me take the time out and accept my responsibility in this. I was going based on something I was told about you from what seemed to be a credible source. I believed it and I ran with it. We also have our differences, and so it add fuel to the fire. Because of such, I recognize my argument, I recognize my actions, and I apologize for hurting you. You could have said that, Tasha, but you didn't. And because of such, here we are in a position that could have easily well be avoided. That's all I'm saying. You have to think twice. There are several persons around the world who have taken their own lives for way less. This is no joke. Cyberbullying is no joke. And it's not something because the person is a celebrity, you believe that they can handle it and they can beat it because they have a plane, they have money to afford a first class flight to some tropical island to get away from the spotlight. It means that they should take the jabs constantly. They're still human being and they have to deal with it eventually. It's not fair and I do not support it. So Tasha, I think if you come out and you make a public apology and you write a letter to Cardi herself, I think that she is not that tough. She's a soft person on the inside. I think she will show some remorse and ease up. Or even if she orders you to pay, probably she will put it in for them to ask for her, and her team to ask for less. I think you should take the bigger step right now and make an apology and just move on from there. That's all I'm saying about it, because I won't delve in it too much. It has been said, it has been done. You were warned, you were cautioned. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you so much for your time. And people, be careful of reckless internet posting. Be careful of it, okay? Because you very well may cause a person to take their own lives. And it's a serious thing. People are hurt. There are people who are going through depression. There are people who are going through a lot of stuff in their daily life. They don't need cyberbullying or cyber attack to be added to it. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day and may God bless you. Bye-bye.